What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to Grim. Today we are meeting a woman that is just off the rails crazy, and she even claims that she has ties with the mob later on, among many other things. So things get pretty heated here. Make sure, guys, that you keep watching until the very end because the lies that this lady makes up are pretty hilarious, and it only gets worse as time goes on. Without further ado, let's hear some of the terrible stuff she has done and said.
It says her daughter Brittany is completely out of control and has threatened to kill her and other members of the family numerous times. Somebody's going to get hurt, even if by accident.
Yeah, so if my 28-year-old kid was threatening to take my life or my family's life, I'd probably just call the cops on them or try to get a restraining order of some sort. I mean, I could see some rageaholic little kid that's super angsty saying that out of pure spite and not really understanding the full meaning of it or not really meaning it, but just saying it to lash out. If I had a fully grown adult saying that to me, that is kind of scary, and I'm going to take their word for it.
When she would come home, her eyes would be twitching. Now her speech is off, she repeats herself, she'll say a sentence 3 times. So there's definitely something going on in her brain that is off.
Okay, first things first, not related to the content of the video, but that is one of the most unfortunate glitches I have ever seen. She pretty much got turned into a much dank meme there for a second, guys. I don't know what's going on with that. So here I'm just getting a little backstory on this woman. Apparently, according to her mom, she has always had some, psychological stuff going on since a little child. And as a result, they have put her on different medications that has caused her to get even worse, she thinks, because she's been kind of flip-flopping between each medication. It's really sad to hear, but that could be part of the reason itself of why she is freaking out so much and so full of rage. I also think the woman is just a psycho, but that's just me. Either way, let's keep watching.
You know, you have a child. I fell off of a bike. I had damage. They don't want to admit that when I was a kid, I fell off of a bike.
Okay, so first of all, I am not following. Like, this is the first time we're meeting this woman, and for someone trying to make a case of why they are not psychotic or crazy, this is really not the best intro. Also, I don't know if she's winded from walking up on stage or just nervous or maybe a combination of both, but the sentence meandered about 4 times to where I don't really know what point she's trying to make. But you guys get it. It's frustrating because you have a child. I fell off a bike. Like, what does that sentence even mean?
When we bring our guests here, we put them up in really nice hotels. I mean, as nice as they get. And we rarely get contacted by the hotels where our guests stay.
Alright, so here's the best part, guys. So for the Dr. Phil show, he even admits himself that when they fly these guests out to Burbank or wherever they film this show in California to be on it for an episode, they pay for a really nice hotel. Like 5-star hotel, I'm talking. And I mean, it's because this is Dr. Phil we're talking about. They probably have an astronomical budget per episode since it's pulled such consistent viewers over the years. But guess what this mom and daughter do? They straight up start having a fist fight in the lobby of this super nice hotel that got paid for them, and that probably costs a ton of money to stay at. Talk about trashy. But I mean, alright, that should be case closed on this video. Like, honestly, I know Dr. Phil is gonna talk it out with her, but nah, this is just a psychotic person. Who squares up with their parents and hotel security like that? Like, wouldn't having just a shred of dignity stop you from doing that in such a public place? I'm wondering what even caused this. Like, do you think the mom requested the wrong type of room and that just set her off? Like, so many questions, man.
She's backing up. You're moving forward. Now you're reaching for her. You did put your hands on her here. Now you're reaching for her again. Now she's kicking you.
It's official. I love Dr. Phil, but he would be the worst boxing or UFC announcer of all time. You gotta put some pizzazz into it, my dude. But the reason he's showing this footage of their fight in the hotel lobby is because obviously, after this, the producers took the woman aside because of this altercation occurring and got her side of the story, where she played victim, talking about how her mom kept approaching her and hitting her and she had to back away. And she said that throughout the whole ordeal, she did not lay a hand on her mother. Well, yikes, too bad she didn't realize the hotel sent surveillance footage to Dr. Phil after this happened, which proved basically every part of her story wrong. In fact, she was the aggressor and she was straight up ready to brawl at any given moment. This lady is kind of scary when you think about it, man. Like, what could cause you to just snap like that? Especially when it's towards your own mother.
My father was wrong. He's holding me back.
You say he's wrong for holding you back. Did you want him to let you criminally assault this security guard?
Oh, come on, guys. Usually we like to keep it lighthearted, chill vibes in this channel. But it is kind of really sad to watch this unfold, honestly. You get this footage of this woman going absolutely irate in public on anything in her path, and the dad is sitting next to her watching it back, and he just starts crying. It's probably from a multitude of things, but seeing your own child that you raised act in that way like an animal has to be pretty harsh. Like, he's probably wondering where he went wrong and if he could have done more to prevent this.
She had the whole entire security against me. If you watch, she's controlling the security.
No, hold on.
Oh my God, this woman is off her rocker. She's claiming now that her mom was controlling the whole entire security staff, and that's the reason they came after her. You know, it totally wasn't because she was going insane in this 5-star hotel's lobby and physically assaulting her own mom. Because, I mean, who actually takes responsibility for their own actions in today's day and age? Like, imagine that, bro. Yikes. No, but seriously, I think this woman has been playing too many video games and thought this was a boss fight versus her mom, where, you know, once you do enough damage on her, it starts her next phase where she sends out her security minions while she regains some health. That's how she's describing it, at least.
Okay.
And now my father is pulling me away
From killing me.
which is wrong. He shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, my dad is definitely in the wrong here. I mean, he should have just sat idly by while I went ham on my own mother for no good reason. I mean, they're divorced, so I don't really get why he even cares, right? God, this woman is truly delusional. It actually must be super heartbreaking to be her parents because you want your kid to do good and be good, and this is just not anything close to that.
That's serious in California. You could have been in a lot of trouble. He kept you from being in a lot of trouble.
What about her?
I'm talking about you right now. You can't control her. Only person you control is you.
Yo, man, this woman's complete inability to have any personal responsibility is sort of astounding to me. It's really mind-blowing how immature her thought process is throughout this whole episode. Dr. Phil is pressing this woman, trying to get a legitimate answer for her behavior, and she's just sitting there like, but what about my mom? She hit me in the lip. Even though, side note, you saw in the footage, it's actually her that started the fight. And the mom hitting her in the lip was her protecting herself from her aggressive wannabe MMA fighter daughter. I don't blame her either, that's self-defense.
I am so capable of being on my own.
This is not so.
What's
This is
that?
not so. This is not true. She cannot be on her own. Believe me, if she could be on her own, she would have been on her own.
Yo, so I know this is a weird situation, but I kinda believe the mom here. If anyone knows the true state of her daughter's mental well-being, it's probably the woman that raised her and continues to live with her. If she is saying she's not mentally fit enough to be on her own, I would probably take her word for it, but that's just me.
No, she's possessing me right now.
No.
I feel like she's trying to like possess me. Like, are you God? Do you think you're God?
So now this woman's going on about her mom trying to possess her. I don't know if that's her saying that her mom is very controlling in a weird way and she's just not very eloquent, or if she's actually thinking that her mom is haunting her. But honestly, every time this woman opens up her mouth, the statements get weirder and weirder. That bike fall really did some work on her if that's the case, man. Like, she must have been doing some extreme stuff on that bike to get her head rattled that much. Alright, so you made it this far. I want you to not only drop a like, but also subscribe and hit that bell in the next 5 seconds. If you can complete all of it that fast, I'm gonna personally send out my own genie to grant you 3 wishes. Careful though, he is a bit of a trickster, so choose your wishes carefully. Also, he looks like Will Smith if his dad was a Smurf. Anyways, back to the video.
If you have all the answers, then why are you here? You don't need me.
No, these are not the
She has
answers.
all the
Well, no,
answers.
you're asking the questions.
Thank you.
You're asking the questions and then
Thank
giving the
you.
answer.
Oh my god, this lady's freaking annoying too. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just clap over everything you're saying, Dr. Phil. Even though you're helping me out right now by talking to my mom and telling her to shut up, I'm still gonna clap and scream over you.
I felt in the room that she was manipulating me and spiritually abusing me.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
So here we have Dr. Phil asking her why she would even be attacking her mom in the first place, or that security guard. And her answer was, my mom is spiritually abusing me. Refreshing, you know? Spoken like a true psychopath. What even is spiritual abusing? The best part is Dr. Phil doesn't even try to front. He doesn't know what the heck she even means by that.
Nobody just goes down and just starts lashing out and attacking everybody because they're a happy person.
I am happy.
Well, you weren't happy then.
But
So this woman is just straight up not letting anything get through to her throughout this entire ordeal. Dr. Phil is asking her these hard-hitting questions and it's just deflecting, denial, and a ton of other negative reactions that really aren't getting her anywhere. He goes over how he wants her and her parents to set small goals so that they can slowly improve her well-being because he knows behavior like hers isn't going to be able to just be fixed overnight. But making small progress is where it counts. I honestly feel like this woman is probably suffering through a lot of mental hurdles, and I don't think her parents do the best job either of being respectful of that and not exacerbating situations and blowing them way out of proportion when they arise. Of course, you know, I'm not defending this woman who straight up fought her mom in a hotel lobby with undisputable video proof that she was the aggressor, even though she might say that she wasn't, but I can see how her parents wanting her to just be put on medication to sedate her into being normal could be an issue, and even Dr. Phil says so here.
So let me tell you 2 things that you can write down and remember remember me telling you this. Number one, you're not going to parent her through the police, and you're not going to fix this with a pill.
So with that, guys, I think I'm going to end today's video. You guys let me know down in the comments what you thought of this woman and her family. I do want to hear your thoughts on this too. You know mine. I obviously think she's crazy, but I don't think her family's helping it out very much. All around, it's just a pretty bad situation. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on notifications so that you never miss an upload of mine. And you're part of my amazing notification gang that's growing stronger with every video. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, peace out.